Guys, we really need to talk about Katy Perry. Listen, there has always been controversy with Katy Perry and real estate property. A couple years ago, I think I want to say well over 10 years ago, there was a situation where Katy Perry was suing some nuns, and this was regarding a real estate deal with a property that was owned by the Catholic Church, the Archdiocese. That was a whole controversy. Well, now Katy Perry, she has been in this 5-year long battle with a dying veteran. Okay. Now, the veteran is 85-year-old Carl Westcott. Okay. Now, to give you guys a history about this lawsuit and why it's even being talked about right now is because back in 2020, Bernie Gouvin, who was Katy Perry's business manager, he agreed to buy a $15 million mansion for Katy Perry or on behalf of Katy Perry. Back then, this is when Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom were dating and they wanted to have kids and do the marriage thing, right? Back then. Well, that whole situation went a bit crazy because after the seller contested the deal, Mr. Carl Westcott basically said that he was not mentally fit when he signed this legal contract. And so there began a legal dispute where Mr. Carl Westcott went after Katy Perry's business manager, Bernie. Okay. Now, in December 2023, the court ruled in favor of the business manager on behalf of Katy Perry to uphold the sale. At the latest phase of this litigation, this is what we have right now. Katy Perry's countersuing for loss of rental income, alleged maintenance costs, and ties to the property. And now we have a situation where Katy Perry is suing the 85-year-old disabled veteran. Now, Katy Perry is demanding that Mr. Carl pay $5 million because she owns that $15 million home. Okay. And she purchased that home more than 5 years ago. All right. So this has been a long standing dispute with this veteran. And Mr. Carl Westcott has long argued that he was not well during the time that he made this deal. He didn't have the mental capacity to comprehend the contracts because he was on pain medication when all these deals were signed due to back surgery. Now, in December, as I have said, in 2023, the judge did rule in favor of Katy Perry, saying that Mr. Carl Westcott had offered no convincing evidence that he was incapable of consenting. Katy Perry's lawyers also said that Mr. Westcott had a backup offer from Maria Shriver, Governor Arnold's former wife. Okay. Now Katy Perry has countersued, claiming that she's been unable to lease this property due to the court battle, plus 2.2 million for the repair work to restore the home and 3 million in legal costs. Okay. So this has been an ongoing battle situation. Now, at this time, Mr. Carl Westcott is bedridden. He's living with Hutchinson disease, which is a degenerative neurological disorder. Currently in hospice, receiving round the clock care. And the person kind of stepping up and really showing up to court and everything is his son. Mr. Court Westcott has spoken about how much of a strain this case has put on his father's health, saying that he would welcome an apology from Katy Perry. Now, let me just say this. I don't think Katy Perry is going to apologize to anybody at this point. The lady did sue some nuns. So I, I guess the question then becomes, in your opinion, if you are Katy Perry, and I'm just playing devil's advocate, not that I'm team Katy Perry because I'm not, right? But people that have this kind of money, the judge in 2023 ruled in favor with her. I mean, she could have evicted Mr. Westcott, right? I think it's something to keep in mind. Overall, I think standing from a PR standpoint, to be quite honest, and maybe even from a blogger, the optics of the situation just looks really bad for Katy Perry. Like, you are clearly somebody that's very well off and everything. Maybe you should just let this man die in peace and not have to be sued or worried about being sued. Hell, if he has a degenerative neurological disorder, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think he's thinking about this lawsuit given that he's in hospice. Where are you going to get this money? This is really given a David and Goliath narrative as an outsider, right? And not really knowing what is going on, because you have a global superstar, wealthy, with legal resources, leveraging against an elderly declining veteran who served his time for our country. So you do have to kind of wonder. I mean, this isn't very American of her. I will have to say that. So the dynamics of this is very emotional, and it doesn't look good for Katy Perry. But the thing is that Katy Perry, because it is not the first time that she has been caught in lawsuits against the elderly. You have that Nun lawsuit, okay? And that involved real estate as well, a convent that was located in Los Angeles. And the nun apparently died when she went to court for the hearing against Katy Perry. This reputation that Katy Perry has is not very good. The nun literally collapsed and died during a hearing, and it was on this related matter over a convent legal dispute against Katy Perry. Where do you guys stand with this? Let me know in the comments. Is Katy Perry just horrible for doing this? I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.